Hello, my friends. Welcome to my channel. For today's session, we are going to be focusing on grounding. I think we could all use a little bit of grounding. I created a session for grounding a while ago, but it's always good to have a bit of a refresh. So I wanted to create this supportive distance session here to provide you with some really protective, grounding energy. Let's go on ahead and begin. I would like to start by doing a little bit of clearing, and for this we are going to use a little bit of Palo Santo just to kind of start the clearing process. So here's just a small piece of Palo Santo. I'm going to run this through your energy field, just clearing anything that's available to be cleared. Clearing and cleansing. Clearing and cleansing. We're going to be using a lot of different tools today that have very grounding properties. So even as we clear, this is also helping us to stabilize, balance, and ground. Lovely. Going to light now a little bit of sage, and we'll move through your aura like that. Actually, maybe today we'll do this sage that's covered in a dragon's, what's it called? Dragon blood resin from a plant. So it's white sage with a little bit of that resin surrounding it. Gives an interesting smell. So we'll use that. I'll light that now. I don't use this bundle all that often. So this is nice. It's fun to explore different tools with you. Hope you're doing as well as possible. If you celebrate the holidays this time of year, then I hope you had a lovely holiday. One of the reasons that I wanted to provide this session here for you was based on one of your incredible requests about kind of dealing with family at holidays. And I think one of the most kind of helpful aspects here can be to make sure that we're staying grounded. And I think this is going to come out after the holidays. I've been trying to get a little bit ahead. So this is just sort of like a recuperation, a grounding, so that you can hopefully have a little bit more balance. I mean, sometimes being around family can be a lot for some of us. Sometimes being maybe on your own during the holidays, that can feel really ungrounding, can throw us off if you're not able to be with your loved ones. Sometimes over the holidays we might overindulge and maybe drink a little too much or party a little too much or whatever it might be. Maybe not sleep enough. Maybe just kind of not pay attention to our inner rhythm. Pay attention to what's going on just because there's usually a lot of stuff going on. So if any of these things feel like they apply to you, my intention for this is just to find that centering again. Ground, use the element of earth to really ground. Really want to, we're using air right now and fire, but I really want to use a lot of the properties of earth to help us ground, turning to nature. I think can be one of the most kind of beneficial things for us after the holidays or after a period where we might be feeling a little bit kind of unbalanced, torn, pulled in different directions maybe. So I just wanted to provide this supportive session for you. However, if you don't celebrate the holidays at this time of year, if you are not, you aren't seeing your family or having any issues on that front, and you're feeling really good and all of that, or maybe you're watching this in the future, well then, I think it's important for us to just kind of check in and ground at any point. So hopefully this can be supportive, kind of no matter where you are in your journey. Okay. I think we are feeling pretty good. Feels pretty clear in here, which is nice. I think engaging in a little bit of sort of a cleansing or clearing routine, that could be helpful. Just as a way to sort of reconnect with our own inner rhythm, that deep place that is, awareness, consciousness, our soul, our spirit, this deep sense of peace, really tapping into that home within. Because I think very often, especially if you are someone who is like an empath or sensitive, we can sometimes hold on to those energies. And I think even if you don't maybe identify as that, very often these energies get stuck. This kind of energetic gunk can sometimes get stuck in our aura. And it's just nice to have a little bit of a clearing routine so that you can start fresh. And even the act of clearing can help us mentally cleanse some of that fog. Just having that kind of routine can support this. Whether you do that with crystals or even just a walk in nature, anything. You could do it with a shower, however you'd like to clear and cleanse your energy. You can do it with sound, with music, or you could do it with these fun esoteric tools like burning herbs or burning things like Palo Santo incense. You could burn sage, you could burn rosemary, you could burn lemongrass, but different evergreens like fir, cypress, I think. So just kind of touching base with what's available to you and what you're able to do, and just kind of creating a routine around that can be really helpful. So we're going to use this smudge spray. This is eucalyptus, sage, and cedarwood. Cedarwood is it's a great one for grounding. Using cedarwood essential oil can be really helpful. Using cedarwood incense, which we'll be using in a moment as well. It's going to be really helpful for grounding after a period of feeling a little bit, sometimes even spacey, if you want to just balance that. Or maybe you've been doing a lot of meditating and you've been doing maybe some dream work. Maybe you've been working with a lot of crystals associated with your upper chakras, like maybe doing a lot of like clear quartz, selenite, amethyst, celestite, things that are kind of playing up here and lifting, and maybe you just need some of that opposing energy to help create a wonderful balance. So we have some stones that we will be using as well. How are you all doing? I hope you're doing really, really well. I hope you're doing so well, and I hope you've had a lovely week. I saw you just a few days ago, but I hope that you're doing really well. So I'm going to start by spraying here to your right, now to your left. Now I'm going to spray down at your feet and then above your head, so we're just allowing this glimmering energy all around you. Oop, let's try that again. There. So now we are going to light our candle and set our intention. Okay. I've been loving using this candle lately for these sessions. Okay. So if you would like to participate a little bit more, as always, feel free to light your own candle and set your own intention. This is all about you. This is about supporting you energetically. So however that can be the most effective for you, whether that's just lying back and allowing this energy to just kind of waft over you, or if that's you, I know some of you have shared that you sort of sit up and really actively participate in these sessions, and I just love both of those. I think it's so nice that I'm so honored that this is helpful in whatever way, no matter how you're receiving it. It makes me really happy. So feel free to light your own candle if you're open to it, and set your own intention here for everyone else. On behalf of your highest, wisest, most empowered and aligned self, in loving comfort and perfect balance, I wish to conduct this distance Reiki session for grounding, for helping you ground, center, and balance your energy. Now, if you would like to use this little flame to set your own intention, feel free to do so now. And as long as it's in service of your and everyone else's highest, wisest selves, I will honor that intention and see it through time and space to where and whenever you happen to be receiving the session. Okay, lovely. I'm going to put this aside here. Now, finally, we are going to light a little bit of that cedar incense, and we're going to use this to draw the sacred symbols. Now just using the smoke to do a little bit of further clearing and just filling your aura with this lovely cedarwood aroma. It's so nice. It's such a nice, comforting smell. Okay. Beautiful. So I have one stone and a piece of driftwood that I would like to use to kick off our kind of crystal practice today. Gemstone healing. So this is some native California driftwood, and I love this because it has a little thumb impression, so it's kind of easy to move through. And then we have here this black kyanite, little black kyanite wing, and both of these tools they're relatively the same size, kind of similar shape. So I'm going to use them to move through your aura. With this black kyanite, I'm going to be clearing. And then with this piece of driftwood, I'm going to be filling your aura with grounded and an energy, almost sort of clearing and then filling the space with roots. So we're going to start at the crown and we're going to move down, but it's almost as if we are clearing and then bringing the roots of a tree that's like the tree, if you want to imagine, is growing up out of the crown of your head. Maybe a silly image, like you're wearing a gigantic hat, but growing this beautiful tree out of the top of your head. And its roots start at your crown and then they move all the way down through your body and then out through your feet. They keep going down into the earth beneath you, down and down. Okay, so we're going to start right at the crown, clearing, and then allowing those roots to grow. So almost prepping the soil with the kyanite, prepping and clearing, kind of making sure that the soil of your physical body is nice and prepped, maybe fluffed a little bit, and then filling this space with these beautiful, strong, powerful roots. So clearing, 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 and then filling the space, filling the space, filling the space. The roots are coming down. Down, down, down. Continuing down. As they move down, they ground deeper, they get stronger, they spread out, they branch off, creating new little root fibers that are moving down, 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 down your leg, down, 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 clearing and moving down, clearing and then moving down, 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 down. Okay, and down out your feet, the bottoms of your feet, down into the earth. Great. So now I have two more stones. This is a smoky quartz. It's polished, and it's a lighter smoky quartz. It's very smooth, very clear, and it's a great stone for balancing above and below. great stone for balance. You could use it for spiritual connection. You can also use it for grounding. It has a beautiful magic to it where it can really help us to center between that spiritual realm and then this earthly realm. And then here I have this piece of petrified wood. They are again both polished and similar in size and shape. I wanted to use these to move through your aura to invite balance and also grounding. I love using petrified wood in my practice. I love using natural elements as well. Petrified wood is a wonderful stone to meditate with when you're feeling a little bit ungrounded, when you're feeling a little bit maybe kind of caught up in your conscious mind, just things are swirling and swimming around. You could use petrified wood just to remind you of the ancient trees, how long they've been here, their beautiful wisdom, the wisdom of patience, of trust, time. So moving through with these stones, supporting you, filling your aura with gentle grounding energy, sense of balance and centering. Smoky would also be a great one for meditating as well. Holding these two stones in your hands while you're meditating could be a great practice for you. If you're new to meditating, one aspect that you could try to invite in is to, if you have access to it, get a few stones, and while you're meditating, just try to really observe the stones, looking at them, seeing what kind of properties they hold. That can be a really nice way of kind of focusing our minds, starting the process of focusing, deciding where we are placing our mental energy. So what I'm going to do here is place these stones in your hands. I'm going to place this petrified wood in your left hand here, just like that. And then I'm going to place this smoky and here in your right hand. Just allow this energy to enter in through the palms of your hands. Beautiful, energetic entry point here in our palms. So just allowing that energy to flow in, to flow in. Okay, gorgeous. Again, 2 more stones, Shivalingam. Wonderful stone for balancing yin and yang, balancing masculine and feminine energies within us all. It's beautiful stone for just inviting in grounding and harmony. And then I have this raw tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is a great stone for all kinds of things, but you can use tiger's eye for grounding. It's a great stone of confidence. You can use it for creativity, rising above things as well. But it's a great stone. I like to use it for grounding as well. So we're going to be filling this space, and an aspect of this tiger's eye that we can use is just really connecting you with your sense of confidence, maybe your sense of independence, really bolstering up that solar plexus energy. So that may be when maybe you've been around a lot of people, for those of you who were requesting this video for that reason. Maybe after that sort of thing, we just need to be reminded of our own value, our own inherent worth. Sometimes when we are with our family of origin, we fall back into certain patterns, behaviors, habits. We fit into a certain role, and maybe we have grown past that, but it's hard to break free of that when we are in that environment that is so kind of ready-made for us to just sort of fill that role for everybody. So with grace and patience and love and an understanding that maybe everybody in the family dynamic is falling into that same thing, and that doesn't necessarily mean something about them. It could just be the way that things have fit for so long that it's hard to kind of resist that magnetic pull to go back to being whatever it might be. I hope you understand what I mean by that. You know, we all fill certain roles in our family of origin, and maybe we've grown past that. So this is just here to remind you and kind of send supportive energy for breaking free from that role, reminding you that it's okay to fit into that role when you're back with your family. It makes sense, it's natural. That it's also okay now to just be exactly who you are. Be who you want to be. Just be. That you're not necessarily the thing that others think about you. You're not the person that people see you as necessarily. You're just you. And you're perfect and wonderful and worthy and enough. And flawed and imperfect and wonderful and worthy of love and worthy of belonging and care and kindness. But you're just you. You don't have to be anything but you. Okay, lovely. I'm going to set these two stones outside of your hips here. There we go. Okay. So I would like to now run through with a large piece of driftwood. And this is really just going to fill your entire energy body with this beautiful, grounded energy. Okay. This is a very special piece of driftwood. It's very special to me. And it's also, I think, an incredibly beautiful piece. Almost like a sculpture. Mother Nature sculpture. It always makes my imagination go whenever I look at the details of this driftwood. So, we will move through and fill your energy field with this powerful, comforting energy of the driftwood. Driftwood is adaptive and also grounding. Driftwood reminds us that change is part of life and that we can stay grounded no matter where we are. Okay, moving around your crown and then coming down. Moving up above your crown and then coming down. And then one last time, finger on your crown and coming down. I'm now going to place this piece of driftwood underneath your feet. It's very smooth. So I'm actually going to place it under your feet and have you almost put it in the center of each foot. Sort of like that. Just rest your feet on this piece of driftwood, really pulling this energy up into your body. Okay, PRP. Close with this owl rattle. Just really thickening up your aura. Grounding and supporting. You are connected. You are expressive. You are loved. You are strong. You are emotionally balanced. You are grounded. You are safe. You are protected. Thank you so much for joining me tonight or today. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day or night. And until I see you again, be so well. I've just finished making these new healing boxes. They come with these massive Tibetan incense cones, which I love. Handmade crystal embedded tea candles. Some anointing oil. And some gemstones and crystals. If you'd like to check them out, I've left a link in the description box. I put so much love into each of them, so I hope you enjoy. Sweet dreams. Can you come up on the pillow? She just wants cuddles. Good mama. For today's video, I just wanted to do a little chakra activation. I'm just doing a little bit of balancing and aligning. But this is a new kind of video for me. I usually, speak directly to the collective instead of the individual. So I always have fun, so I'm trying to do it like a perspective on things. There's a little cloud, and I'm not sure if that resonates with you, but that's what I'm getting here. But just sort of being aware of what is coming in so that we can be more prepared to make that decision. I love metallic sounds. There's like clicky clacky sounds. But it does have kind of a funny smell. I'm not gonna lie, when I first used it I was like, oh.